Good morning, students. Last week we have discussed about computer, strength and limitations of computer, application of computers, computer system, function of computers, basic organization of computer, and CPU and its component, which are memory unit, arithmetic and logical unit, and control unit. Today I am going to explain further topics of chapter 1, which are RAM and its types, ROM and its types, and classification of computers on the basis of principle of operations. So let's start. As we know, computer memory is categorized into different types, which is internal memory and external memory. As well as internal memory is also of two types, which are RAM and ROM. So let's discuss RAM and ROM one by one. And the first one is RAM. RAM stands for random access memory. It is a type of computer memory that can be accessed randomly. It stores all the data we work upon and instructions programs for the computer. The result of processing done by CPU is also stored in RAM. All the data instructions are lost when the computer is switched off or restarted, which means whatever data is stored in RAM it exists till the power supply is on or your computer is switched on. If the power supply is disconnected or your computer gets switched off, all the data is lost. So RAM is also known as temporary memory or volatile memory. Volatile means not permanent in nature. There always remains a fear of losing data in RAM. Hence, all the data need to be saved to the permanent storage. Contents of RAM can be modified, which means all the content can be deleted or edited. Storage capacity of RAM is 2 GB to 16 GB. RAM can be classified in four types. They are as follows: DRAM, SRAM, SDRM, DDRM. Let's discuss all these types one by one in brief. So the first one is DRAM. DRAM stands for Dynamic Random Access Memory. It stores data temporarily. It needs to be refreshed periodically in order to retain data. It is slower than SRAM. Next one is SRAM. SRAM stands for Static Random Access Memory. It is fast and expensive. It does not need to be refreshed like DRAM to retain information. SDRAM. SDRAM stands for Synchronous Dynamic Random Access Memory. It uses a synchronous interface to transmit large amount of data at light speed. This improves the efficiency of computer as data is delivered in shortened duration, which means in fraction of microseconds. And the last one is DDRM. DDRM stands for Double Data Rate Memory. It requires less power and has a speed which is double than that of an SDRAM. So it was definition of RAM and about its types. Now let's move to other type of internal memory, which is ROM. Read only memory. So what is ROM? ROM stands for read only memory. It is a type of memory from which information can only be read. It means content of ROM cannot be modified or you can't edit or delete it. It is mainly used to permanently store the data. ROM retains the data even after the computer system is switched off or electric power is disconnected, which means unlike RAM, ROM does not lose its data even after power supply is disconnected or system is switched off. Hence, ROM is also known as permanent memory or non-volatile memory. Non-volatile means permanent in nature. Its storage capacity is less than RAM. ROM can be classified in 5 types, and they are as follows: PROM, EPROM, double EPROM, flash memory, and the last one is masked ROM. So let's discuss each type of ROM one by one in brief. PROM. PROM stands for Programmable Read-Only Memory. It is also called OTP, One-Time Programmable Memory, which means it can be programmed only once at a time of manufacturing and cannot be modified later. Which means you can't change content of PROM further. EPROM. EPROM stands for Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory. It can be erased and repeatedly with the help of specialized software. Which means with the help of specialized software, you can erase content of EPROM. Next one is double EPROM. Double EPROM stands for Electronically Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory. It has provision of selective removal, which means we can erase the data byte by byte instead of erasing it completely. And the next one is flash memory. Flash memory is a specific type of double EPROM which maintain the stored information even without a power source. Flash memory, being durable, is majorly used in memory cards, mobile phones, MP3 players, etc. And the last one is masked ROM. Masked ROM is a memory that is manufactured with its content. It is used in computer systems that require long-term sustainability. So we were discussing about ROM and its types. Now I am going to explain next topic, which is classification of computer on the basis of principle of operations. On the basis of principle of operations, computer can be classified in 3 categories, which are analog computer, digital computer, hybrid computer. Let's discuss these all 3 types one by one. And the first one is analog computer. An analog computer is a computer which is used to process analog data. Analog data it means real world data, which can be weight, temperature, voltage, power and density. It works on continuous variable for the purpose of mathematical computation. Analog computers are not in use these days. Next one is digital computer. A digital computer works on the principle of binary digits, is that 0 and 1. It can perform complex tasks and provides more accurate and faster results. Hence, they have an increasing use in the field of design, research and data processing. Digital computer can be classified in 2 types: specific purpose computer and general purpose computer. ATM machine, washing machine are the examples of digital computer. And the last one is hybrid computer. Hybrid computer is perfect combination of the analog computer and digital computer. The analog component of the computer handle the complex mathematical computations, and the digital component of the computer takes care of logical and numerical operations, in addition to serving as the controller for the system. It accepts analog signals, converts them to digital and processes them in the digital form. It generally has similar memory than the purely digital computer, like laptop. Hybrid computers are used at petrol pumps, in hospital to measure heartbeats of the patient, in scientific application, in controlling industrial process, etc. So students, that's all for today. If you have any doubt or any query, you can ask me. Few topics are left of the chapter 1 that will be discussed in next class. Till then, keep your study continue at home. Thank you.